I want to stick with this while I'm still in the same mindset because, as people know, I will upload a geology video and you won't hear from me for 2 years. So this is going to be based on, for local people like from Las Vegas, they have visitors come down. Did they do some hiking? You got to do some hiking as to how they can trick them as if they think they know about geology. It's actually only like I say, 3 or 4 layers. There's shit intermixed in, like a volcano erupts. Sure, you're going to have some stuff mixed in, but let me stick with it. I don't want to drift off the point. But the big ones are, for instance, where J-Chuck is going up. Look at what I'm saying. There you go. You've got the same thing at Valley of Fire. You've got the same thing at Red Rock. You've got the same thing everywhere. Over hundreds of thousands of square miles of the Southwest. And the reason for that is this. And they're always flat. Now, they may be up-tilted, but they may be flat. Like in Valley of Fire at the Visitor Center, it's sitting right on these exact layers. Well, how can they be the same hundreds of miles away and all over the Southwest? I'll show you why. And then I'm going to go through some pictures that, because at that time, this is what it was. This is what it was. It was tidal flats, stuff like that. In other words, this shoreline you see here was the same in our area, except the shoreline was subsiding and going over to the east towards the Grand Canyon. And that's why we have miles deep of limestone, is because it was this. It was this. And they're flat. They're flat, just like this. So what I call the Moenkopi or Carnian pluvial event is this. That's what it was. That's why it's all over the goddamn place. So let me go through some pictures. Okay, the main point is for Las Vegas hikers, not geological experts. You don't need this if you're a geological expert. Okay, but for Las Vegas hikers, we have 3 or 4 layers that when the kids come down, you go on up to Red Rock, you go out east of town, they're going to think you're an expert. It's actually only a few layers. So let me go through the pictures again, and let me ramble. Remember, if I did a big professional video like the people do, it wouldn't get done. That's why I go a year or two and I sit back, I don't say nothing. But let me click on the, let's see. Let me go to the pictures and just slam through them. And the purpose of this video is to show that east of Las Vegas, or in our whole area, how you can apply it over a vast distance, that the layers repeat. The layers repeat. The main thing is, okay, let me get to the pictures. The main thing is that during our days of this, the layers were laid down flat, just like you're seeing. It's happening now. It's happening now. So is the Horse Spring Formation. It's happening now. Okay, so the point is, you're on a hike, you're going to go out with the grandkids, and you want to seem like an expert. Okay, you've got 3 or 4 layers, I'm telling you flat out. Let's go to the pictures. Now I'm going to slam through them. There's redstone. Oh boy. Okay, let's not start with that one. There's Horse Spring, Rainbow Gardens Formation. I'll get back to that one. Let's get back to the God. That last picture. Best picture you'll ever see of zeolite in the history of the world. this right here. It's anniversary mines, slot canyon, whatever you want to call it. Okay, here we go. This is Horse Spring Formation from, I finally figured this thing out from the top down. Okay, now Horse Spring Formation, the basal conglomerate is called Rainbow Gardens Formation. It's been given its own classification. Therefore, it's on the top of our sandstone in most places. Some areas have been washed away. But this is the basal conglomerate. This is Rainbow Gardens, what is now called formation. See, it says basal conglomerate. Look at what it says. Now, I finally figured out this goddamn drawing. That, see over here, it says 22.83. Right on. This is right at 30 million, 32 million. It's been dated at 32 million. Basal classed rich conglomerate of mainly limestone class and stuff that got washed down along with the sandstone, which sits on top. See right here, pre-tertiary rocks, the sandstone. So it's got it mixed in. But anyway, I finally figured out this goddamn thing. Here's the thing, when you're hiking out east of Las Vegas, you don't analyze these goddamn layers. Nobody gives a damn to study every goddamn washdown. No, this is washdown over the area. It's washed down over the area. That doesn't mean you go up and analyze every damn layer. It's just like down below here. Now you're going to see me mention Chinle and Moanavi. Well, that's Carnian. From here down, that's Carnian until you get to bedrock and the limestone. But Horse Spring, this here is 30 million years. You don't get up in there and all this washdown was taking place and analyze all of this bullshit. So anyway, let me get to the point. Okay, this is all Horse Spring. It's all Horse Spring. Recent. But that's not the point I want to stick with on this one. This is east of Las Vegas, and so when people see this, they don't know what they're looking at. You're looking at recent washdown. While the Colorado River was opening up, and it washed away all of the Cretaceous and everything that was up here. A lot of shit up here, thousands of feet in the air, was washed away. So you look at this, they don't have any idea what they're looking at. It's recent. This is recent. Snake, I want to throw that in. All these pictures are my own. Thumb member of Horse Spring. It doesn't mean anything. This is the among the last layers of the Horse Spring that washed down. This is right at Anniversary Mine. This is among the last layers. This is recent. Oh, and I know one thing I want to get to. Now, this is Horse Spring. I keep talking about Horse Spring. This is Horse Spring. This is Horse Spring. All that is Horse Spring. It's recent, standing lakes, and then when the Colorado River opened up and started draining, it became, big floods, stuff like that. But I'm going to click on Google Earth. Okay, now this people think is a long time ago. Well, if you want to go see it, now, just go look at it. Just go out into the middle of Las Vegas. You're standing on it. You're standing on it. You're standing on what will be called like Horse Spring Formation in 10 million years. You're standing on it. Just like Ash Meadows. Horse Spring Formation isn't something mysteriously happened and then stopped. No, it's taking place here today. Right here, where the pupfish are. And here's Horse Spring Formation, Death Valley. There you've got Horse Spring. Okay, just go out to Death Valley and dig a trench down 2 miles. You'll be looking at Horse Spring formation. Same thing, but it's a basin. It's not opened up. In our area, the Colorado River drainage system opened up and it all started washing down and it was exposed in cross-section. That's why I put Horse Spring today. Ash Meadows with the pupfish. Just go look at a Horse Spring today. It's no mystery of trillions of years ago. There's the top of Horse Spring. Okay, you want to see big Horse Spring formation taking place now? Before it starts draining out? Go to Las Vegas. You're sitting on it. You're standing right on it. It's just a matter of time until this opens up from Las Vegas and out and reaches the Colorado River drainage. Now with the dam there, that changes everything. That changes everything. But this right here, Las Vegas, is the same thing, but it's not exposed in cross-section because it has no drainage. So, okay, let me keep on with the pictures. Stromatolite, recent stromatolites right at Anniversary Mine. Yeah, recent. They're not the ones that started the planet, but no, they're recent. Like I say, 20 million years ago. But stromatolites in cross-section. This is an amazing geologic area in which we live. Because everything's in cross-section because it's been tilted up. Stromatolites. Stromatolitic layers from shallow freshwater lakes. Not fully lithified stromatolites. You can break them up like chalk. Stromatolitic layers, Anniversary Mine Canyon. Okay, now here's what I'm talking about. This is why the patterns repeat throughout our area. Here you've got your, people want to call it Moanovi, Chinle, whatever. Here we got some Chinle down there, a volcano erupted. It's still Carnian. It's still Carnian. This is heading into Zion. It's heading into Zion. Why does everything up at Zion look the same as it does down here? It does if you look at the layers. It does if you look at the layers, but east of Las Vegas, everything has been broken up and tilted up. But if you look at the layers are identical, because this right here was all same as down by Mississippi and New Orleans. And then, so it's all flat. That's why it's flat. Anyway, the layers keep repeating and they're the same everywhere. You can go for hundreds of miles. Some places are not exposed, but look at what we got here. We have Shinnerup conglomerate on top of what? Look at those layers. They're the same. The same. The same at Red Rock. The same. See this shit down here? Wonder why it looks flat. That's because it's tidal and flood flats during the Carnian. And where is it? Where's the sandstone? It's right at the correct place. This is an unconformity. A good example of an unconformity. Moenkopi marbles. Okay, here's another example. Look what you've got. This is the same at this is Zion, but this is the same at the visitor center at Valley of Fire. It's identical. The visitor center at Valley of Fire sits right on this level. See how all this is level? That's because it was wet, level, being laid down flat. Now in this area of Zion, it's not up tilted like east of Las Vegas. But these patterns, there's your Navajo sandstone. They stay the same. They stay the same. So with this, these Moenkopi, Moanavi, whatever they want to call them, it's all Carnian. Okay, where's your Carnian with this? The petrified wood, I haven't been right down here, right into this area. I already know where the petrified wood is. It's sitting right on this goddamn layer, right where it should be. Anniversary Mine, Slot Canyon, Horse Spring washdown, relatively recent. Right here, I would put it at 8 million years, but it's Horse Spring. In other words, look at what I'm saying. You're still referring back to the same layers, the same 3 or 4 layers. Horse Spring, Anniversary Mine. Flower, I want to put that in there. So there you go. There's another one. So now we have their Aztec, Navajo. The new thing is to use Navajo, because the Aztec killed 12,000 virgins a day. So I agree with changing it to Navajo, but this is 180 million. This is Valley of Fire. Same thing, same thing. Okay, so based on that, why wouldn't I expect a Rainbow Gardens member of the conglomerates, which would be the next thing that washed down on it, why wouldn't I expect it to be up here on the top? Well, it is. Go up there and it's there. And then down here, the so-called Moa-Novi during the Carnian. Well, why the sandstone, why wouldn't I expect it to be sitting on top of the same thing the visitor center is at Valley of Fire? The Carnian, which it is. Look at what you're looking at. Well, if that's true, why isn't the Carnian down there with the petrified wood? It is. It's right there. It's right there. Now, the Horse Spring, this is an erosion zone. This is, what's the name of the canyon? But it's going down to the poison water hole. Well, if this is here and exposed, then where's the Horse Spring? It got washed away. There it is. There it is. So if you go to the Anniversary Mine Slot Canyon, you're actually walking through these layers. And you go right up here on the top of here, and the conglomerate, the Rainbow Gardens conglomerate, I absolutely assure you is sitting up there on top. And in 100,000 years, it will be gone. It will be gone. And then if you go across, it's right up in here. It's right up in here. At Valley of Fire, look on the top of the mesas. Up on the top of the mesas is 20, 30 feet of the first basal layer of Rainbow Gardens member, and is sitting up on the top in huge layers, So let's see what else. Horse Spring. I used to think this was ocean bottom. No. For context, there's some people down there. Oh, Rainbow Gardens Formation, right. Anniversary Mine is right over here, behind here, but Rainbow Gardens, where I keep saying Rainbow Gardens geologically has to be on top of our Aztec Navajo sandstone, Valley of Fire, all over the Southwest. It has to be. Geologically, it has to be. Well, look at what you're looking at. There it is. I've been up here. I've been up there, but there it is. There's your red rock sandstone. There's your Valley of Fire. And where is it? It's directly under the first layer of Rainbow Gardens Formation. And Bowl of Fire is right over here. You can go over here, which I've done, go over here and go over. Bowl of Fire is right there. And then right across the road is Redstone. This is the same thing. This is Redstone. This is Valley of Fire. This is Red Rock Canyon under Rainbow Gardens first layer basal conglomerate. Dated at 32 million on top of 200 million. So you're talking a unconformity of millions of years. But there it is. I've been up there. Of course I have. I've been up there lots of times. I went up to the top. I didn't have the balls to go over because I was afraid I would fall. But anniversary mine, horse spring. But notice while I'm rambling that I'm using 3 layers. 3 layers. There you go. There's another one. This is up Monkey Mesa is up here. This is Moenkopi, what some people call Moenkopi or Moenavi or whatever. Nobody looks at all those goddamn layers anymore. It's all outdated. It's all outdated. It's tidal flats. That's why they're flat. That's why they're flat. So it dries up for a while and they get some sand and then the water comes in again. There you got it. So this is Carnian. Forget all that crap. All that garbage about Moenovi and trying to look at every one of these goddamn layers. Crater Hill up at Zion, look at what you've got. Look at what it's sitting on. Flat Carnian. Flat Carnian. Crater Hill overlooking from Monkey Mesa where they shut off the mesas and the rocket cars. Did I say that right? They shut off, yeah, the monkeys from the rocket cars. But no, this is sitting on Shinneramp conglomerate. See this Shinneramp conglomerate? There you go, that's Carnian. Carnian, 252 million years ago. And this was before the huge flood started. The thing that they insist on calling Moenkopi and Moenavi. But no, this right here is a huge, best example of Shinneramp conglomerate, which of course is during the height of the floods of the Carnian. So this is Carnian. Now, well, why isn't there anything on top of here? Because the flood slowed down and all this shit got washed away.